Commerce Secretary's humiliating answer on jobs report shows just how bad the Harris-Biden team is. I've reported when they came out with the original numbers, I reported that those numbers are not true. Wait until the real numbers come out, because the numbers always come out way lower than what they advertise. The Biden-Harris team, they just lie about the numbers, and they know that most of the time the mainstream media is not gonna not gonna explain or talk about the real numbers, the correct numbers. But now it's all over the internet. It's all over the internet. Mainstream media is having to talk about these horrible job numbers, because it was almost 1 million jobs they said were created, which were a lot, almost 1 million, I think 800,000, which is just crazy. And this is what they do: they lie to you, they gaslight you, they propagandize you. That's why it's up to you to do your own research and find these things out for yourself. So we're gonna talk about this. We're gonna talk about these despicable numbers and Harris-Biden lies. But before we get started, go ahead and hit that like button, share this out so we can get this information out there. Subscribe if you're not already a subscriber, and hit that alarm bell so you know when I'm putting out new stuff. Also, check out my link tree in the description. It has a link to my Patreon. That's where I talk about things that I can't talk about here. All right. Also follow me on X. Oh yeah, follow me on X too, because I especially late night, I'll be up on there reposting stuff and putting my thoughts out there and stuff like that. So check that out as well. All right, so let's talk about this news. Now this comes from the Red State's Nick Aroma, and he reports that one of the many problems of the Biden-Harris time in office is their refusal to accept reality on critical issues. Ain't that the truth? They denied inflation was happening. Then, when it was undeniable, they blamed everyone else and refused to admit how their policies sparked it. Facts. They denied that the Afghanistan withdrawal was a disaster, even though terrorists ended up with millions of dollars worth of weapons. Then lied about not leaving until they got everyone out. They claim until this January that the border was secure. Then they immediately flipped around and blamed Republicans after denying there was ever any issue. It's a feature, not a bug, with Biden and Harris, but they just got nailed on another big whopper with the latest jobs report, as we wrote. We got RNC Research posted this here on X, so let's go ahead and play this clip here.
This is a huge revision down, 818,000 fewer jobs. This is basically the government's overstated the amount of people in the workforce. And even when you look under this, manufacturing was down.
He said overstated. That's an overstatement. He straight up lied. How do you add that many jobs on accident? There's no way that was an accident. They just straight up lied about the numbers report.
115,000 people. So this is a revision down, a significant revision down, the largest in 15 years that we've seen. And it basically says that the government has now overstated the amount of people who are working in this workforce. It shows weakness in the job markets over the past year that we didn't realize was there, but now we know is there. So again, 818,000 overall jobs down, manufacturing down 115,000 in this. And if you just wrote construction down 45,000. So these numbers are huge numbers in revisions down.
I mean, just falsify. It's falsifying information. Is what it is. That is exactly what it is. So while Biden and Harris have been trying to tout jobs numbers, they've been false numbers. How did the Biden team respond to this news? Well, let's check with the Commerce Secretary Gina Raimondo, who was asked about this at the DNC on ABC. She was asked if she thought these numbers could be a potential liability for the Harris-Walz campaign. Here we go. Let's play this clip here.
When you hear that, do you potentially think that this new numbers could be a liability for this campaign?
No. When I hear that, first of all, I don't believe it, because I've never heard Donald Trump say anything truthful.
It is, though, from the Bureau of Labor.
I'm not familiar with...
She shot up saying it was Donald Trump that came up with this. No, these are the actual government numbers. This came from the actual government. So what are you talking about here? Oh my gosh. This is what happens when you hire incompetence. This is what happens when you DEI hire, which I'm sure she is. She's a DEI hire. This is what happens when you put someone in a position just because they're a female, instead of having someone in that position that can actually do the job and won't spin and lie about things like that. And there are women in that sector. Gosh, I wish I could remember that lady name. One of my favorite financial advisors. I cannot remember her name. She be on point. But you have someone like her in there, you know what I'm saying, if you want to put a female, but they don't put they put incompetent people in these positions. I'm sorry, let me go back and rewind this a little bit and play it again.
Not familiar with that. Anything truthful.
It is, though, from the Bureau of Labor.
I'm not familiar with that.
Of course you're not familiar with. How do you work for that? You're in administration. You work, and you're not familiar with that. This makes absolutely no sense to me. She immediately deflected to Donald Trump. I don't believe that is because I've never heard Trump saying anything truthful. Gina, have you checked your boss lately? The guy who lies like he breathes, or Kamala Harris, who also can't seem to find the truth. But then when the reporter said that the statistics came from the Bureau of Labor Statistics, Ramondo's answer was embarrassing. I'm not familiar with that, she responded. How bad is this team? Right? This is your job. You should know this. Either she's lying or she's ignorant of the report that she should know about as Secretary of Commerce. That's what I'm saying. They hire incompetent. I don't think she really know. I think she was caught off guard. That's why she blamed Trump. She don't know her job. I mean, this is proof positive right there that she don't know her job. And it's one of her main jobs is to know these statistics when it comes to the labor force, and you don't know it. You don't know how is something this bad comes out and you are not aware of this. So you're not good at your job, which tells me you don't need to be in that job, which tells me you are a DEI hire. But that says so much about the Biden team. It also says a lot that once again it's Trump who is right, while the Biden team resorts to hiding behind its own ignorance and incompetence. It's an indication that the economy is in deeper trouble than had previously been thought. Not by me. I already know how bad it is. I think we are already in a recession. I've been saying that for months now. We've been in a recession. It's just they changed the definition of what a recession is. While the Harris-Biden team has been trying to gaslight us with false numbers, you truly can't trust anything they say because so much of it isn't real. You got U.S. Oil and Gas Association said, we are basically being governed by a high school student council who think they are in charge. That's true, because it's your job to know these numbers, so why don't you know? Jeff Carlson said, replying, he said, holy crap, this is the current U.S. Secretary of Commerce. To be unaware of this report that rewrote very jobs report that Biden administration has trumpeted over the last year, speechless. If she's lying in such a bald-faced manner, also speechless. So either one is terrible. I don't know which one is scarier. That she would sit there in your face and lie, or if she's that incompetent. Either one is terrible choices. But y'all let me know what y'all think about this. Is Biden entire team full of incompetence? That's why our economy is so bad. Leave your comments down below. Like, share, and subscribe, and check out JJ the psychotherapist.com for the latest in news. Until next time, peace.